One of the Indonesia's efforts for the green energy transition in our country is to develop electric vehicles. Is there any interest from the European investors to invest in EV in Indonesia, ma'am?
Well, I think there's a growing interest from European investors in Indonesia's electrical vehicle industry. The investment by the British consortium, including Glencore, in Indonesia's mining and EV battery sectors signifies the potential for collaboration between the two countries in advancing EV technology. This investment can contribute to Indonesia's entry in the British and European markets, facilitating the growth of its EV industry. The ongoing efforts to establish the free trade agreement between the EU and Indonesia further demonstrate the mutual interest in expanding trade and investment opportunities, particularly in sectors like electrical vehicles. Such agreement can create a favorable environment for European investors to engage in the Indonesian market and support the development of the EV ecosystem. The intention of the car maker, the German car maker Volkswagen, to build an EV battery ecosystem in Indonesia, as revealed by Indonesia's investment minister, showcases the interest from major international automotive players. Establishing a local EV battery ecosystem can strengthen the domestic supply chain and contribute to Indonesians' aspiration of becoming a regional hub for electric vehicles. These developments collectively indicate a positive outlook for European investment in Indonesia's EV industry, as well as the potential for collaboration and technology transfer between European and Indonesian companies. Such partnership can contribute to the growth of sustainable transport and promote green energy transition and support Indonesia's aspiration in electric vehicle sector.
How is actually the EIB's assessment for EV project? Is it an emission solution, the perfect emission solution, or do you see it as a way of transferring the emission problem from vehicle exhaust to the coal plant generated energy?
Thank you very much. That's an excellent question, and I'm more than happy to elaborate on that. EVs are considered a greener alternative to conventional engine vehicles, of course, due to their potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and air pollution, of course. The emissions associated with EVs largely depend on the source of the electricity used for charging. When EVs are charged using electricity generated from renewable energy, their overall emissions can be significantly lower compared to conventional vehicles. However, if the majority of the electricity used for charging EVs come from fossil fuel-based power plants, the emission associated with EVs charging can still contribute to CO2 emissions and other pollutants indirectly. In such cases, the emission reductions achieved by using EVs may be less pronounced compared to charging with renewable energy. To maximize the emission reduction potential of EVs, it is indeed crucial to prioritize the transition to green and renewable energy sources for electricity generation. Promoting the integration of renewable energy into the power grid, investing in charging infrastructure powered by renewables, and incentivizing consumers to charge their EVs during periods of high renewable energy availability are some of the strategies that can further enhance the environmental benefits of EVs and support the goal of reducing emissions.
Well, ma'am, lastly, what is the EIB's message for Indonesia to be able to grow through a green energy transition and ultimately reaching our goal of net zero emission in 2060?
Well, to successfully navigate to a green energy transition, I would say there are a few points to be considered. Firstly, Indonesia should develop a comprehensive set of policies and regulations that provide a supportive and stable environment for renewable energy development. This includes setting renewable energy targets, implementing feed-in tariffs and other incentives, and streamlining the permitting and approval process for renewable energy projects. To effectively integrate renewable energy into the power system, Indonesia needs to invest in a modern and resilient infrastructure. This involves expanding the capacity of renewable energy grids, enhancing transmission and distribution networks, and ensuring interconnectivity between different regions. A strong and reliable infrastructure is vital for efficient renewable energy generation, transmission, and distribution. Indonesia should also leverage technical advancement, such as smart grid technologies and energy storage system to optimize the integration of renewable energy into the grid. Smart grid technologies enable real-time monitoring, demand response mechanism, and improve energy management. Energy storage system can help address the intermittent nature of renewable energy sources, enhancing grid stability and enabling better utilization of renewable energy. Encouraging private sector participation and investment in renewable energy is another point I would like to highlight here, as this can accelerate the green energy transition also. This can be achieved through creating an attractive investment climate, offering financial incentives and fostering partnership between the public and the private sectors. Lastly, I would say collaboration with international organizations, development banks, and experienced partners can bring valuable expertise, knowledge, and financial support to Indonesia's green energy transition. Establishing partnership with countries and institutions like EIB have been successfully undergone a similar transition can provide valuable insight and lesson learned. By prioritizing these aspects and working towards a well-structured and comprehensive approach to green energy transition, Indonesia can successfully navigate the challenges and reap the benefits of a sustainable and low-carbon future.